Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Do you have a topic?
Good. Then let's start the show. Here's a random fact that I've found somewhere that no one asked about, and it's to do with Piggy Banks.
Okay.
Yeah. Any of you have Piggy Banks before?
Used to make one.
Yeah.
I had a piggy bank.
I made one.
Did you know that Piggy Banks are not named after pigs?
They're named after banks. And police officers.
Ooh.
No, I don't think so. No, Piggy Banks aren't named after pigs. They date back to the Middle Ages, when a type of clay called pig, P-Y-G-G, was used to make pots that stored money. And so that's why they were called Piggy Banks. And then down the line, a pun came out of it and people made them look like pigs.
Yeah, we invented pigs.
And that's where... I don't think we invented pigs.
Well, they were boars and we bred them to make
Unless you're
pigs.
talking about P-Y-G-G pigs. We invented that pig,
Oh, yeah.
because that's a type of clay. But
We didn't invent clay.
Well, no, but we invented pig. Anyway, that was just a random little note. I just read that. I was like, oh, that's something I didn't know. You're going to forget it by tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Until it comes up on a pub quiz. So, Michael,
What, Matt?
have you seen the final episode of Loki? I don't. It's spoilers ahead,
I have
Just saying.
seen the final episode of Loki.
because
yeah.
I know Rebecca has.
I have
Mhm.
indeed.
And I very much enjoyed it. Did you two enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. Thought it was very good.
Having looked back on it now, I definitely did enjoy it. I was a little bit disappointed with it when I first watched it.
What part? What, the ending? Or
Yeah, I think it's because what they've done with the ending is fully set up for the next series and for the rest of Phase 4 and however many phases they're going to be doing.
Yep.
And I guess that was very important in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But I was expecting the ending to be a bit more wow, I
Well,
guess.
season 2.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, season 1 was only about 6 or
Episode.
8
It was
episodes,
6.
Yeah.
It was 6.
But apparently it was meant to be 12 episodes long.
Because that's
Yeah,
how many
I heard
Infinity
this.
Stones there are.
I don't think that's why it is.
Because
but
every
that's-
episode has a different colour.
It does.
I
I've
think-
seen
Yeah,
this.
I think they got the incest just right, personally.
Jesus Christ.
It's
What
is
a way
it
of putting it.
incest? Is it incest?
It's
What, to
family,
love
isn't it?
yourself?
Well, I guess it's
Which
their
they're
self.
not. Yeah, it's the same. It's narcissism, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the word.
finest.
And
At
it's
its finest.
Loki. So
That's
are
the
we
tagline
shocked?
for Loki, is it?
Yeah.
Well, by the time that this episode is out, What If would have started on Disney+.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm very excited.
And I knew Matt was very excited for it. You're excited for it
yeah,
as well?
absolutely.
Can you guess which episode I'm excited for? If you know the episodes.
I haven't looked at the episodes, but I know roughly which characters are turning up. I'm trying to avoid as much as I can, but my curiosity is getting the better of me.
Mine is Zombie Marvel. I've seen the comics. Can't wait.
Well, I think it's either zombie or vampire hunter Spider-Man. Apparently is rocking
I
up.
think Spider-Man's doing Doctor Strange's job in one of the episodes.
Well, yeah, that's when he's got a cape, and I think his
Yeah.
title is Zombie
I think he's
Hunter.
Doctor Strange.
You think he's Doctor Strange?
He takes Doctor Strange's mantle because that's a comic of that.
Oh, well, it'll be curious.
But-
Apparently it is going to be canon to the MCU, though.
Yeah, 'cause it's different timelines, isn't it?
So it'll be important to watch that before Spider-Man comes out later this year. Maybe there'll be a trailer out by the time this episode's out. Been waiting for
Doubt it.
I doubt it.
too long. It'll come up to the day just before it's released, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we forgot the trailer. Yeah, there you go. Have the trailer."
Drop an episode.
It is. On the topic of all these time things, are you enjoying finding like time traveling stuff in movies and TV? Because I've been watching a lot of time-ish stuff recently, and my dad gets so confused by it. He likes it, but he gets confused by it. I'm wondering, is it going to be a trait that's going to end up dying in
So
film and TV?
from a young age, I watched Doctor Who,
Mm-hmm.
which is time. So don't want to brag, but
You're an
man
expert
can,
in this field.
Man
yeah?
can understand it, innit? Timey-wimey.
Oh yeah, I know all
Timey-wimey
about.
stuff,
I
right?
know all about Doctor. Yeah, I know Doctor Who. Yeah, that means I'm an expert in time travel. Things like Donnie Darko.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Technically,
nothing.
Dispatches from Elsewhere is one I watched recently. You might like that one. Interesting series.
What's another time? The one where they're in the phone booth.
Oh, is that Bill and Ted?
Yeah, Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know what you're talking about.
See, well,
Doctor Who is where I stopped.
We know
Stopped
Doctor Who, so that's why we
understanding.
know all this
Yeah.
time and stuff. But then let's jump back onto Loki and Marvel. Which superhero would you want to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe if you had those powers? Because something about the Marvel Universe compared to DC, a lot of Marvel characters don't necessarily have superpowers in the same way that DC characters seem to do.
Debatable. Surely DC characters don't always like one of their main characters. Batman is just a rich guy.
I knew you were going to say Batman. Yeah, but at the
Well,
same
Iron
time,
Man's just a
Iron
rich
Man's
guy.
exactly the same as Batman.
Yeah,
Iron
agreed.
Man's just done it better.
But then you got the rest of them. You got Black Widow, who's just really
She's
a
just
person.
This is
spy.
true. She is just a spy who's
Apart
been
from-
trained very well.
Apart from Hulk, and I
Bit of
mean
a mutant.
Thor's a god.
Thor is
ignore
a
them.
god.
Then you just got
Demigod,
you've
I
got
think.
Hawkeye. You've just got Captain America, who again is pretty much just a bloke on steroids.
I think Hawkeye's a
Yeah,
mutant.
no, but
as it
Captain
comes
America.
into it, like X-Men.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what's that? Wasn't
No,
it?
go on.
I'll say Hawkeye. I think is like a mutant if they had X-Men yet. I think that's what he comes under
He's just a guy that's good at archery.
because his daughter
He's a
has
guy
it
that
as
watched
well.
Lord of the
He's
Rings and was
not
like,
just
I
good
like
at
Legolas.
archery.
And
Yeah, he's not just good
He
at
chose
archery
archery because
surely.
he can have specialised like archers instead of bullets.
You call them archers,
Yeah, I don't.
arrows.
At least I didn't say bow. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, so I mean that's just something
Not you, Rebecca.
an opinion I had.
Relax.
I just got shut down by Rebecca. That's rude.
No, all I was going to say is I don't think it's fair to call Captain America just a guy on steroids.
I hear that.
He is a nice guy, and I like Chris Evans.
Yeah,
But Captain
I do
America as
like
a
Chris
character
Evans.
is a bloke on steroids.
I was happy when he
No,
died.
but he's not. He's not dead. He's just old.
Marvel Zombies.
Oh my god.
See, again, jumping back to time travel. This
Yeah.
is a new universe.
No, but okay, yeah, he got, but unless it's from another.
Come on, physics.
This is nothing to do with physics. We're talking superheroes.
But if you worded it good, it could be about physics.
Oh no.
If she uses enough,
Pressure.
if she uses enough long words, it'll make us think that she
Yeah.
knows what she's talking about.
If I
yeah.
lose interest, it means you're doing it well.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, that's a compliment to me from all the other previous recordings that we've done.
You're welcome.
They've all been going swell.
All I was gonna say is, surely if you're gonna class someone like the Hulk as a superhero who just
Big guy.
absorbed a lot of gamma radiation, then surely Captain America also classes as a superhero, but he just absorbed
Alpha radiation.
alpha radiation or beta, we don't know.
Nah, he's not a beta.
But surely it was he also absorbed whatever it was they gave him, but it was just a different thing that they stabbed into him, right? But he still just absorbed something like the Hulk.
That's another
Hulk just
what
got
if.
an alter ego, whereas Captain America became Captain America.
He always had that alter ego when he got beaten by his dad, the Hulk. Bruce Banner, sorry.
Mm.
I don't know about this. I don't know a lot
okay.
about the Hulk.
Okay. You know the what ifs? Captain America's is one of them. It's if that
Yeah, 'cause if he-
woman,
Peggy Carter.
yeah, if she got it instead, I think
Mhm.
she's like a British captain.
Well,
Captain British.
Right, she is Captain Carter in that.
Yeah.
Captain
I'm-
Carter.
and
That's
What
her
a
name.
name.
And I'm looking forward to that. She might do a live action version, I've heard
Yeah,
rumours of.
That would be
definitely.
cool.
But if you didn't know, Captain Britain is a character.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I think they is either in, I think it's Endgame, when they see Peggy back in time, she's talking to someone about something and she names the guy that's alter ego is Captain Britain, so he potentially exists in the universe.
Yeah.
I think someone said Orlando Bloom might play him,
Oh dear.
but now Henry Cavill's in talks, so I wonder if Henry Cavill's going to take up that role.
yeah, fair.
But anyway, there we go. So what did we learn from that conversation? Matt's watched Doctor Who and knows everything about time travel. We've
And
learned
Doctor
that The
Most of the Marvel characters are just people.
most of the Marvel characters are just people, and
None of us answered the question you asked.
none of us answered the question I asked.
Absolutely.
So online, I think I have found someone who might have maybe not the best job in the world,
Yeah.
but definitely the most interesting in the world. And I'm going to say the name of it, the name of the job, and immediately it's nothing to do with what you're going to think because I know what goes on inside your mind.
You don't know me.
Right, okay, are you ready? Are you
Yeah.
ready? This job is Penguin Erector.
Oh my days.
Yeah,
Seen
now it's
me.
not going inside your mind. Basically, I saw this person on Twitter, And they said, boy in the pub was telling me his job is Penguin Erector. And every time a plane flies over Edinburgh Zoo, the penguins can't take their eyes off of it and end up falling over. And his job is to go around and pick them back up.
That's true.
Wow.
And I think
what a job.
I think that's an amazing job. And they say apparently there are 38, or at the time of this, 38 penguins and around 2,000 flights a day. And so it clearly deserves its own job.
That's a lot of
going
picking
around,
up of penguins.
Yeah, going around picking up penguins. Would you like that job, Matt? I say this a lot when we're
Yes,
talking about
I
jobs.
would love any job to work with animals personally, so I'll take it.
I mean,
When do I
I'd
start?
quite like that. When do you start? I don't know. I'll get in contact with them and see if they're
want to
open to
erect.
vacancies.
I'd enjoy that job.
Or going around picking up penguins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like penguins.
I am because my dad once when we went to the zoo, his camera lens was sort of casting a little light on the penguin enclosure, and they were following the light. I mean, I believe this person when I say that when they see a plane, they just keep looking at it.
Yeah, I can imagine penguins just following it the entire way round.
And so what I
True.
think then we need to do to test out this theory is possibly one of us just like on the side, maybe get like a pilot's license or something, and then the other two or one of us will head off to the zoo and just watch and see if it does happen. I think that this is a good plan, flawless plan.
Too expensive.
Seems doable. No.
Dress as a penguin, you fall over, I'll erect you again.
I don't know how that's anywhere near what the job is.
Beautiful
Here,
wordplay.
Michael, dress up as a penguin, fall over, I'll pick you up.
I'll give you an erect.
So,
Jeez.
if they need to be erected,
Yep.
does that mean they're like cows, I guess, in the sense of when you push them over, they can't get back up themselves?
They can get back up.
I presume they can, but they might just be so confused by what's happened.
They just choose
But
not
then
to.
surely with time, they'll work out what's going on and just flip themselves back over and get up again.
I think the planes comes every 30 minutes. So a plane would come over.
So it's very regular.
Yeah, because it's right next to the airport.
That's what I mean. That's what. So each
Right.
time they see a plane and fall over, they don't learn from it. They're still like, oh my god, it's another one. Oh my god, it's another one. Like they don't just go, oh, it's a plane again. They just keep watching it.
Yeah, but then cats will always chase a light, even if they can never grab it.
But cats always land on their feet.
And they have fur.
Okay.
I just want to be part. You guys made the best bits. What was I supposed to do?
But yeah, there we go. So there's a possible job, hopefully with openings coming soon at a zoo near you. Penguin Erector.
Human erector.
It's a
Gee.
very different job.
So, what is your guys' opinion on modern art?
Modern art, what, just painting-wise or
Yes.
sculpture-wise?
So I've been working in Leicester Square,
Mhm.
and it literally looks like a bunch of cool buildings. It's like a futuristic city, and it looks like a child has knocked over his toy box and thrown a bunch of art all over the floor, and forgot to pick it up. That's what some of the modern art looks like in those ends.
Oh, so that's your opinion on modern art.
The sculptures that's
Yeah.
around there. One of them looks like a pipe cleaner. That's got a bit wet.
Well, this goes back to the question of what counts as art, and I think art should be something that you look when you look at it, or I mean maybe when you touch it as well, depending on what type of art you're doing, or maybe when you hear it as well. Art could be everywhere. It triggers an emotion,
True.
and so
Anger.
when you look at this toy box over, where were you, Leicester Square? Did you say?
Yeah.
Do you feel something?
Normally with all the models I see, it's confusion.
Well, then you feel something. So then that's still art.
But is that the intention of the art, to make the viewer feel confusion?
Ooh.
Because surely if the intention of the art is for the person to feel, let's say, happiness or any form, like any emotion, but then they feel a different form of emotion, like completely different, then does that still count in your definition of art?
That's a good point. So if I paint a picture and I'm like, right, what I want this to achieve is happiness with people, but whenever people see it, they feel sad. Is that still art?
Well, that's art to you. That's what that picture of what you
No,
made
that's
is
it.
to
But then
you.
it won't be art to me because then my intention of having this piece of art cause happiness has failed.
But it's still art.
But it's because it's triggering an emotion.
Anything plopped onto something is art. Those plus 18 arts trigger arousal. That's proper art.
Well, that'll be a nice random small segment if I need to buffer something. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.